On the road again. Really early. Just to tell you, when I hit that real hard pump on today's work, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but. Look out, boss.
Hi, Cal.
Hey, you know how to get to the Meteor Crater? Here in Wyoming, just pulled over here, a little rest stop, pull out. Gonna have a sandwich.
Should we switch sides?
All right, well, that outdoor kitchen is, I'm starting to like that a lot more and more. Originally we didn't want to give up the living space for it, but it's very handy when you pull off to the side and just stand out there and fridge and everything, sandwich. Look at the scenery out there. I'm really liking that convenience of it. Didn't have to go inside the rig at all. We did everything outside.
We were at a rest area because I needed to take a nap. I was just falling asleep.
Pretty good.
How much?
4.5 amps.
I needed a little cat nap.
Okay, so we're just outside Denver, headed south on I-25, and I'm going to spend the night somewhere in New Mexico. So it's kind of like to try to get as close to Arizona as I can, and then finish the drive into Arizona tomorrow morning. They're having fun. They are.
Nobody's having fun. They're having fun. Are we having fun?
Having fun. So our RV is back there riding good. See it now. Rearview mirror there, holding up pretty well. Gas mileage is, I just went through the mountains, so it's down to around 11.2. We were getting 12.2 earlier, but I just went through a mountain range, and I'm down in the plains now, but I haven't recovered some of that gas mileage climbing up to there. So 11.2 is not bad. That's from off I-90, northeast of Mount Rushmore, all the way to where I'm at here, just outside Las Vegas, New Mexico, off I-25. So that's pretty decent. Did some mountain traveling through there, particularly down southern Colorado. Pit stop here in New Mexico on Interstate 25 southbound. Bathroom brakes. Really have been enjoying driving this thing. It's peace of mind. I haven't done a whole lot of night driving, but the day driving has been a lot of fun. We did a little bit of night driving last night. One thing I could do is adjust the hitch down some. There's some settings in there, and I can bring it up and down, and you can see it's still sitting a little high on the truck. I could bring it down some, try to get the trail a little more level. I think it would help the wear on the rear axle. The rear tires would wear better if it was more level as we're towing down the road. But as you can see, single rear wheel, 1 ton, holding that, no problem. And of course, it's well within the cargo capacity of the truck. All right, just doing a walk around before I take off. I like to walk around the rig and just look at how things, make sure sometimes I lose screws on these though. And you can notice this is, I don't know, this is something I need to call the manufacturer, Forest River, about either this is the wrong fender piece or this is the wrong fender piece. You can see they're not really the same type. They put the wrong model on either on that side or on this side. I've added some tire sensors for tire pressure, so I can monitor the tire pressure of the trailer, the RV, while I'm going down the road. Just checking everything, making everything's closed. Making sure these are locked.
So what's going on?
Well, the brake is getting hot, and so it's dragging. You know, I don't know if there's something in there that's gotten in between the pad and the drum, and it's dragging on that and causing it to overheat. But somebody flagged me, and they guess they could see smoke, and so when I pulled over, I could see smoke too. So pulled in here and just jacked up. Well, started feeling the drums. This one was really hot, so I put one of my jacks under it, jack it up, and just roll it. I've got it on the ground now, so you can't roll it, so I can get these lug nuts off. And I'm just going to take the drum off and see if there's something in there out of place.
We did hit a couple of
Hit a big pothole.
Huge.
Jarred the trailer really bad on this side. Feel it?
I hear it. It's like scraping, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not unusual for drums to drag a little. You know, we hit something, might have jarred something loose in there. Something's come loose in there. I can see a piece of some material. I don't know if it's brake pad or what, but something's broken off in there. I need to get the drum off to see what's happened.
You said something came loose?
Yeah. I didn't want that to go on the ground. Just put it right there. Yeah.
Whoa, what are all those pieces?
That is the brake pad.
Those pieces are the brake pad?
That's the brake pad.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Whoa.
it's like it sort of disintegrated. For some reason, it got hot, I guess. There's some surface left.
Well, what's making the smoke? Not the brake pad?
It was rubbing. It was the drum.
Oh.
It was rubbing against these pieces. So it's like the pad just sort of come apart.
Why would it do that?
And then the pieces were getting jammed, and then it was getting hot. So
why would it do that?
I don't know. You know, it's just a failure.
Okay.
It's just a failure. When I hit that real hard bump,
Okay.
there probably was a defect there. And that drum probably smacked them, and it just came apart. So I've got the pieces off. I could just replace these. So I could call the manufacturer and ask if they could send me one, and I could replace it in California. So get stuff I can do myself. All right, so this is now officially a rag.
Yeah.
I just want to get the dirt out.
Or trash. Well, it's well greased.
Yeah, it's well greased.
That's good. So how soon do you think we need that brake pad?
We could do it in California.
Really?
Should be fine. Yeah. I got the pieces that came off out.
Yeah, but don't we need the pieces in? Like,
No, there's some pad left, and they've got the pad on the other side.
okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
You need a different wrench, huh?
No, it's the right size.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I'm glad I bought that wrench. I don't know what I bought it for. Something on the other travel trailer. Actually, I bought it for that.
Yeah.
It just happens to fit this.
Oh, was it when we lost the bolt? Going to Michigan?
Going to Michigan. I bought it when. Okay, so you don't want to bind it, so you just want it to stop. You don't hear the rubbing anymore. So that's more like it.
Let me listen to it.
Just back it up just a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, so just try to set the tension on that. I don't want it too tight. Okay. And then this guy just kind of locks it back in place. And
Just
put our dust seal back on. There you go. There's no more noise anymore. Okay. Time to put the wheel back on. Yeah, so. Well, now I get to figure out if my makeshift repair is going to get me down the road for a little ways. Should be fine for I get where I'm going and replace the brake pad there. It's not all the pad is gone. It's like some pieces of the pad just broke off, so the pad has some gaps that obviously won't be a part of the braking solution anymore. The question is when I got hot, did I warp the drum? So if I warp the drum, this might get really tricky here, keeping it from ruining the rest of the brake system. And I bought the RV at Terrytown in Michigan, and obviously I'm not going to take the RV back there for warranty work. The best way is if they could just send me the shoes. I can just put them on myself. It's something I've done many times back when I had muscle cars and they had drum brakes, so it's not outside my wheelhouse of capability. So we'll see. So what I'm going to do is get it on the road, drive it for about 10 to 15 miles, pull off, check the drums for heat. See if that's how I discovered it was this one. I just felt around on the drums and that one was really hot, so I knew that was the problem. And then alright, so we've driven it a few miles, so I'm just going to pull off of this Love's here and I'll go around and feel all four of the drums. It should be the same temperature as the others now, whereas before it was much hotter. So now that I've gotten the fragments out of there, we're going to see if it is still getting hot.
Are we in Arizona yet? This is still New
Close.
Mexico.
This is New Mexico.
Yeah, we're close.
City of Gallup. Okay, they look good. The one on the right front seemed a little warm, but you know, it's not hot where it's heating the wheel or anything. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on those because just to make certain none of the other shoes come apart. So I wonder if it has to do with it just sitting a lot or moisture into them, the pads, and then making the pads come apart. So that's something I got to keep an eye on. But we're good for now. We're back on the road.
Pickle. You earned that pickle. Back on the road.
Back on the road. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and run some slides out. I'm trying to get my arm out of the way of the camera there. Starting to see our living room materialize. So we're going to just finish setting up a few things and relax for a while, and we're going to go visit the Meteor Museum tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, and
And we've got some stickers to put on.
into some new states.